Hi everyone, today's story is called God's Wisdom for Little Boys by Jim and Elizabeth George. God's little boy is helpful. Being helpful is so rare these days, but God's little boy helps in various ways. His wonderful service is known near and far, like the help he gives in washing the car. God's little boy is giving. Giving to others is always a joy, even when giving a favorite toy. Some folks have plenty but end up poor, while others give so much and end up with more. God's little boy is wise. Do you want to grow up and be a wise man? Do you want to be smart? God says you can. Just seek out God's truth throughout your days, and you'll be wise as you follow His ways. God's little boy is friendly. God's little boy makes friends with others. Those friends include his sisters and brothers. True friends are always a gift from above. Make it your goal to give brotherly love. God's little boy is hardworking. A fool sits around and dreams of plenty, failing to rise and work intently. But a wise little boy works hard and long, doing his chores while he hums a song. God's little boy is obedient. God teaches children that they should obey the rules set by others and do what they say. And God's little boy makes no exceptions. He always minds and follows directions. God's little boy is cheerful. It's good to make a joyful noise, even when made on one of your toys. A song from your heart helps those who are sad. It brings a smile and makes them feel glad. God's little boy is truthful. Have you ever done wrong and wanted to lie? Thinking a story will help you get by? Telling the truth is what God says to do, so always be sure you say what is true. God's little boy is thrifty. A penny saved is a penny earned. This is a fact that should be learned. Saving your pennies helps with your needs and gives you extra for many kind deeds. God's little boy is brave. What can you do to be fearless and strong, to be bold and brave your whole life long? You don't need to worry or be afraid, for God has promised to come to your aid. God's little boy is self-controlled. If you fail to learn to hold yourself back and let yourself go and get out of whack, you'll be like this castle, once so grand, whose walls fall down when waves hit the sand. God's little boy is disciplined. Folks who love to stay in bed miss the thrills of the day ahead. God's little boy gets up at dawn, happy to help till the day is gone. God's little boy is diligent. Diligent men spend their time in their days, doing their work in various ways. The same thing is true of God's little guy. Oh boy, soon there will be apple pie. God's little boy is kind. I love being kind, says God's little boy, giving to others and bringing them joy. Now how about you? What can you share? What can you do to show people you care? God's little boy is content. When you go outside and you're still as can be, and you take time to notice, to hear, and to see, then all of the wonders that God made for you will bring peace of mind and contentment too. God's little boy is industrious. A boy can do many things with his time. He can waste it or spend it using his mind. Better it is when the day is done to have learned and grown and had some fun. God's little boy is responsible. When something or someone means something to you, there's no task so hard that you wouldn't do. A responsible person makes sure to attend to taking good care of his things and his friend. God's little boy is thankful. Thank you, dear God, for blessing me with food, a home, and a family. And now, O Lord, I ask if you might help me be honest and do what is right. God's little boy is prayerful. The Bible's best wisdom for all little boys is not to want treasures of trinkets and toys. Instead, God says you're simply to cling more to the Lord than to anything. Dear God above, for this I pray, to be a godly man someday. Make me a man who loves you true, a man of wisdom who pleases you. Amen. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.